The possible secret weapon to defeat Trump's big, beautiful bill is in this video, and it comes in multiples. Trump's big, beautiful bill is out to get your children and your grandchildren. Everything in this bill will hurt the average American, but there is hope. A Democratic Party and a handful of Republicans may be the answer. The bill is in the Senate. It's already facing a full-blown revolt, and not just from Democrats. Here's what's happening. Trump's massive budget plan, which extends his 2017 tax cuts, slashes Medicare, and rewrites entire federal programs. But Senate Democrats aren't just fighting it. They are introducing their own counterproposal. And here's where it gets interesting. Because Republican Senator Ron Johnson, a longtime Trump loyalist, just went on the news and said the bill is fiscally dangerous. He's asking the Senate to stop, to think, to rewrite the plan entirely. Let's watch his comments.
It's unacceptable.
Can you see yourself voting for this big, beautiful bill at all?
Not in the current structure, no. Again, I refuse to vote for something that's going to actually increase the deficits, exacerbate the problem from the current situation. Again, we shouldn't be talking about this right now. We should have been doing all the work, like I say, multi-step process. We'd already have the border funding, we'd have defense, we'd have $850 billion of real savings banked already. Plus, we could have extended current tax law, taken tax law increase off the table. We could have had all that done, but unfortunately, decisions were made to do one big, beautiful bill. It's not beautiful. I'm sorry. It's not a big, beautiful bill. That's called rhetoric.
There's one thing
mislabeling.
There's one thing that really
false advertising.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. So I just got limited time, but there's one thing that really stood out to me when I saw some of the proposals. The work requirements for Medicaid don't kick in until 2029. What's with that?
Precisely.
What's with that?
Again, this is a game they play. They get a score. Again, this is like Whitby. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. We're going to cut spending 10 years when I'm not even in Congress. Again, that's the problem. This is not serious. It's exacerbating the problem. It's not solving it. I've got a great video on my X page. All our Republican leaders saying we don't have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. And this bill is primarily about tax cuts. Okay. We can't afford to cut taxes when we're running over $2 trillion a year deficits for the next 10 years as far as the eye can see.
Okay. That wasn't just political theater. That was a Republican, a U.S. senator, publicly warning that Trump's signature bill could blow up the federal budget. And at the same time, Senate Democrats are launching a direct counterstrike. Chuck Schumer just unveiled their full plan in the New York Daily Times. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said, Democrats will vote unanimously to stop President Trump's one big, beautiful bill, which narrowly made it through the House of Representatives last Thursday. This is not beautiful, a job killer, a price raiser, a care slasher, and massive pile on the national debt. Schumer said in a statement sent to the Daily News on Monday, Democrats were unable to block the bill in the lower chamber last week, when an overnight session ended in a 215 to 214 vote in support of President Trump's 1,000-page-plus legislative package to advance his economic agenda. The GOP is pushing to extend $4.5 trillion in tax breaks they worked on with Trump in his first term, as well as adding new cuts among Trump's 2024 campaign promises. His 2024 campaign promises. Among Trump's 2024 campaign promises was a vow to make service industries, gratuities, and overtime pay non-taxable. Schumer dismissed the bill as a handout to billionaires, which he claimed will lead to as many as 14 million Americans losing Medicaid, as well as hospital closures and unfunded and overwhelmed food pantries and soup kitchens. There's not just a little laundry list of reasons why this bill is so bad. There are pages and pages of bill text people can read for themselves that so clearly hurt everyday Americans, disproportionately boost billionaires who don't need help, and pile on to the national debt at the time when the president is already choking the national economy. Schumer concluded that's why Senate Democrats oppose this just passed bill and will work to shine light on it so our Republicans Act. Democrats are outnumbered in the Senate, where Republicans control 53 seats to their counterparts at 45. 2 members are independent, who caucus with the Democrats, Bernie Sanders of Vermont and Agnes King of Maine. But Senator Ron Johnson, Republican from Wisconsin, told CNN on Sunday that he believes there's enough opposition to the bill to stop the process until the president gets serious about the spending reduction and reducing the deficit. Johnson said those issues discussed when the Senate delves into deliberations, the president hopes will result in a bill being signed on July 4th at the latest. Schumer on Monday accused House Republicans of sneakily passing their downright ugly bill into the dead of night last week to appease party extremists. It will bring deeper, harder, and even faster devastation for the American people, the 74-year-old senator from Brooklyn warned. Now you know exactly what's in this bill and what's at stake. One senator spoke up. The question is, will others follow? And as always, it is my absolute pleasure to bring you a piece of the news today. You can find me 24/7 on my Instagram. Come by, give me a follow, and say hello. And until next time, have a wonderful day.